of the advertisers, management, staff, or ownership of WCTC.
No time to call Jersey Central? Join the conversation online and be a part of WCTC's real-time talk. Like 1450 WCTC on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at 1450 WCTC. Jersey Central with Bert Barron.
Think we could listen to the radio or something?
On the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC.
It's 8:09. Welcome to hour number 3 of Jersey Central on the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. It's Bert Barron. Good morning. Let's continue our ongoing interview series with the New Jersey Film Festival, which is continuing this weekend, and some of the films that are going to be shown. Let's talk to one of the directors of a film that's going to be shown that is called Craving Cuba. And I like what this movie here is all about. It's a very timely film. And joining me now on the Jersey Central Newsmaker hotline, we have the director of the film, Craving Cuba, who is with us here. We have Zuzi Martin-Lynch, who is our first guest here as we continue our interview series. Hi, it's Bert Barron. Zuzi, how are you today?
Hi, Bert. Happy to be on because I'm also a Jersey girl.
You are. I knew there was something I liked about you right away. So thank you for calling in. This film is really fascinating, and with the things that are happening in the world around us, Zuzi, tremendous timing on your part. Talk about this film.
Yes. Craving Cuba is a look at the Cuban-American experience, past, present, future. And it really, for me, more than anything, is about what it means to become American. So we interviewed people from 16 to 90 and see how they felt about being American and looked at their experience of this group that started exiled 60 years ago.
Now, I'm sure the perspectives were like night and day between somebody who is, someone who was a teenager versus someone who was, you had mentioned 90 years old. I mean, just what that 90-year-old had witnessed with the changes and the transitions in Cuba and whatnot. A younger person would have no idea what all that was about. Can you see that in the film, the different perspective of the two people, depending upon how old you were?
You absolutely have shifts across generational lines. However, the interesting part was that you have people that are 90 years old that have a lot of pain, at the same time feel so proud to be American. And you have the younger people who, although you would think they don't understand, even though they haven't stepped foot in Cuba, they feel that pain from the older generation. Even though they haven't been there, it's almost been transferred. So they understand. At the same time, their opinions are slightly different. Most of them, not all of them. So yes, talking to people across the generations is really fascinating.
So this is Friday night. Your film is going to be shown. This is tomorrow night. The feature film.
Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. at Voorhees Hall, number 105. I had many classes there. The film also, Cuba's always so complicated politically, and it's become even more relevant with things that are in the media right now.
Yeah.
For me, what I wanted to show more than anything was the humanity behind why it's so complicated. Instead of just stereotyping and maybe having a very quick opinion, I wanted to go a little deeper and show why it's complicated.
Yeah, I know that the previous administration had kind of done some mending of fences, I guess, if you will. And I don't know if this administration has any intention of continuing along the same path, but I guess only time will tell. What kind of reactions, Zuzi, from people that have seen this film before? What are you hearing from people that have watched it?
Reactions have been wonderful on the way out. On the way in, I've had people. I live in San Francisco, very liberal, compared to perhaps Miami, where I've also shown the film, more conservative among the older generation. So I've had people on both sides of the country walk in skeptical. What's my angle? What's this film going to tell me? And on both sides, I've had people walk up to me after the film and just thank me for showing a human story.
Good. That's good to hear. And you had mentioned that you had taken a lot of classes and spent a lot of time there. Were you a film student of Professor Al's at Rutgers?
Sadly, no.
You weren't.
Filmmaking came to me later in life. I was an economics major, but I'm going to be so happy to be back on campus. I'm making my way over to New Jersey now. I'm in Texas. On the way there.
You're halfway here. All right. Well, continued safe travel. And again, we look forward to seeing the film Craving Cuba. And you'll be doing an introduction and a little Q&A session, which I think is great for the film festival that I know Professor Al puts this together. Anytime somebody that's affiliated with the film can be there to introduce it and handle some questions afterwards and before is a great thing. So, Zuzi, thank you for making yourself available, and congratulations with this film going forward, all right?
Thank you so much.
All right, good to speak with you. All right, Zuzi Martin-Lynch, my guest here on Jersey Central, the first of our two interviews here as we continue along with the New Jersey Film Festival, which is continuing over at Rutgers. It's the New Jersey Film Festival Spring 2017. You can go to njfilmfest.com for the full schedule and all the information. And again, the film Zuzi's documentary will be shown. This is the feature film coming up on Friday. So that's going to be a nice way to spend a Friday night and check out the film. And there will be a short 17-minute movie that will be shown beforehand. So make sure you get there nice and early, and always a great time. Professor Al and the people that screen the films and select the films for the film festival always just do amazing, amazing work. So we'll continue our film festival interview series coming up next right here on Jersey Central. It is 8:15. That is our traffic and weather time, and we'll continue our interview series next. Let's get the traffic update first. Here is Bernie Vider.
Lots of traffic right now, Bert, on 287 in a couple of spots, and there's an accident as well. If you're traveling north on 287, heavy 1 to 4.